Hej alle sammen. Velkommen til en omgang Starfield, vi skal streame i dag. Long time no see i forhold til det spil der, så det er jo det, der sker, når man har lidt travlt nogle gange. Og det er jo det, der sker nogle gange, når jeg har lidt travlt, jamen, så er det stream, det kommer til at drosle ned på, altså når jeg har lidt travlt i privatlivet. Så alt er godt. Vi er tilbage til forhåbentlig næsten almindeligt skema. Jeg har altså ikke nogen ting, jeg lige skal have på plads og sådan lidt, men ellers så er vi sådan forhåbentlig tilbage, og jeg håber lidt på, at oktober måned her, det bliver en måned, der bliver sådan lidt fokus på de her spil her, jeg snakkede om. Sidste par gange har jeg snakket om, at hvordan mit streaming plan kommer til at være i fremtiden. Og det er, at jeg gerne vil nogle gange bare have fokus på 1 eller 2 spil ad gangen, hvor jeg nogle gange lidt vildere perioder har jeg haft fokus på 3-4 spil ad gangen. Og jeg breder mig simpelthen for meget i forhold til det. Så det bliver sådan, det er, kan man sige. Og det er meget fint. Så er det ikke fordi, at når jeg siger, at for eksempel den uge her, jamen der ligger min fokus på Starfield og Cyberpunk. Det er ikke nødvendigvis så, at vi kun er dem, vi spiller. Så endelig kommer jeg forslag, hvis I finder et eller andet sjovt indie-spil, eller et eller andet, hvor jeg synes, det kunne være sjovt lige at se en stream af det. Endelig skriv til mig på chatten, eller på I kan jo også, jeg glemmer nogle gange, jeg er for dum til at jeg glemmer min Discord. Min Discord-kanal her. Skal jeg lige finde den. Og jeg er sgu ikke så aktiv på den, desværre ikke. Så jeg skal også lige finde ud af, jeg kan se, at der kommer flere og flere medlemmer på den. Og det er jo meget lækkert. Lige nu er vi 17 medlemmer. Yay! så det er meget fint. Jeg kan lige smide mit link her på den til kanalen. Og husk på linket. Det udløber jo efter 7 dage. Så kan I lige få den her. Jeg glemmer det nogle gange. Jeg glemmer så også at skrive, at jeg faktisk går på. Fordi det plejer jeg nogle gange at få gjort. Så har jeg sådan dem der ikke kender Discord, det er jo sådan forskellige kanaler. Du har en kanal, og så har du forskellige kanaler, du kan gå ind og oprette. Og der, så er ligesom den. Værsgo. Så ligger den der i hvert fald. Så, men I er velkommen til at gå og joine og skrive til mig derinde. Hvis der var et eller andet, I synes, jeg skulle se på. Men som sagt, på fremtiden, så bliver det 1-2 spil ad gang, jeg har fokus på. Så det glæder jeg mig rigtig meget til. Jeg glæder mig også rigtig meget til anmeldelserne af Assassin's Creed Mirage. Og jeg håber lidt på, nogle af os lidt gamle Assassin's Creed fans håber lidt på, at det er lidt tilbage til de gamle spil, før der gik alt for meget rollespil i serien. Så det krydser virkelig fingre for, at det bliver det. Ikke fordi, at jeg har noget med rollespil på nogen måde. Altså, det synes jeg, at det ikke er rollespil ret meget, men jeg synes, at der er sgu gået lidt for meget, der er gået lidt for meget i det. Når man tager et spil som Assassin's Creed-serien, som jo egentlig var stealth gameplay. Ubisoft, for nogen har de stået for at være, i hvert fald der i nullerne, så var det dem, der ligesom var eksponent for stealth-spil. Splinter Cell også havde de jo. Som jo ligesom var PC'ens Xboxens pendant til, til Metal Gear Solid-serien. Og de, hvis I kender de spil, så er der faktisk en ret, der er en ret fed scene. Det er ikke engang i spil, det er ikke engang i Splinter Cell-serien. Det er i, hvad fanden er det hedder, det er et andet Ubisoft-spil. Det er ikke, der er sådan super godt, den serie. Det er Ghost Recon, tror jeg nok. Hvor man i en af personerne, der møder du ham her, Sam Fisher, ham der er hovedrollen i Splinter Cell-serien. Og ham skal man så hjælpe. Og så i en af de her cutscenes, der så han og siger, at han føler sig gammel, og begynder at se ham. Han er for grå hår og grå sting i sit skæg. Og så sidder han og snakker om, at der var en anden dude, som er så Snake fra Metal Gear Solid, hvor han siger, at der var en anden dude, og så siger hende, han så snakker med, at han er så gået på pension. Jeg tror, det er hende, der siger det, hvis der. Og så siger han bare, så kan du bare se, at han bliver helt sådan, han bliver helt, nærmest sådan helt, sørgelig, sådan, helt ked af det, siger, så er den eneste, der er tilbage. Og det er vist kun gamle fans, der forstår den, men det var ret fedt. Det var ret fedt, lille nik til, at de var de to spil, der ligesom var stilt spillene i nullerne. Men, anyways, lad os være med at gå til at minde alt for meget, fordi så går der bare virkelig nørde i det. Hvad fanden er nemme været lun i dag, synes jeg. Jeg ved ikke, de snakker lidt om, det var det i morgen, det skulle begynde at torden, eller var det i dag, det skulle begynde at torden? Nu må vi se på. Jeg kunne godt tro, at der kommer en lille brag her i nat, eller i aften. Så det har godt nok været lun i dag, synes jeg. Anyways, jeg håber, I har haft en god weekend. Guys, girls, alle sammen. Jeg håber ikke, den har været alt for vild. Og hvis den har været alt for vild, så håber jeg virkelig, at I har nogle gode historier fra det. og kan fortælle om det. Der er bare fat herhjemme. Og så har jeg faktisk ikke spillet computer. Jeg har bare været hjemme og ryddet op. Og jeg er ved at kigge på, hvad jeg skal gøre med mit kontor. For det har jeg jo snakket om i næsten et år nu her. Og at jeg skal få ladt det om. Så det er jeg sådan set ved at kigge på nu. Hvad jeg skal gøre ved det. Så det er sådan set det, der sker lige nu her. Og så arbejder jeg selvfølgelig så vidt som muligt. Så, men skal vi gå i gang med Starfield? Ja, i forhold til det der Starfield her, vi kan jo lige starte spillet. Jeg må indrømme, jeg ved sgu ikke, hvad jeg skal gøre. Og det er også fordi, spillet er spoiler alert. Spillet, det jeg har sagt det før, og nu gør jeg det igen. Når du slutter spillet, altså den første genspilning, så husk spoiler alert, guys. Så kommer du til det sted, hvor du sådan set kan starte forfra New Game Plus. Jeg ved ikke, om vi kommer til at spille det New Game Plus. Jeg vil selvfølgelig også gerne være færdig med spillet. Jeg vil faktisk gerne være færdig med spillet i oktober måned, hvis det er muligt. Altså historien. Det tror jeg også godt, vi når, fordi vi har taget en stor questline, og vi er i gang med den anden store questline. Så der er 3-4 stykker. Så jeg tænker ikke, at det bliver så vildt. Det tror ikke, det bliver så svært, at få gjort det. Når vi har taget de questlines, altså der er forskellige fraktioner i spillet, du kan hjælpe. Når vi har taget dem, så synes jeg godt, at vi kan tillade os at sige, jamen så prøver vi også at gøre hovedhistorien færdig. Og det var sgu ikke så mange. Det var nok en 60 streams eller sådan noget lignende, til vi har gjort det. Regner selvfølgelig også med, at vi tager nogle af weekenderne i brug. Så det... Når man er færdig med det spil, historien, så kommer man til det, der hedder New Game Plus, hvor det ændrer karakter fra at være, man kan sige, et RPG. Det er det slet ikke rollespil, men fra at være det til et lidt mere roguelite-spil, hvor du får samlet de her powers, de her kræfter, og så tager du endnu en omgang i spillet, samler flere kræfter, og så tager du endnu en omgang. Altså, hver gang du tager en ny omgang, så nulstiller du verden, men nogle af dine evner, den beholder du. Det er derfor, jeg kalder det roguelite. Og på den måde, så bliver du så mere og mere, du bliver mere og mere vild, altså du får nogle vilde kræfter. Jeg har set nogen, der virkelig har bare spillet, hvor de grindet de der New Game Plus, hvor de, det er nogle vilde kræfter, de har. Og vi er først ved lige vi har fået den første af de her space magi, kalder jeg det, rummagi kræfter. Og det er ret spændende, så jeg er ret spændt på at se, hvad der sker, når vi kommer videre i spillet. Så lad os komme i gang med spillet, guys. Så jeg skal track down dinerne.
Yes? What?
Så, men jeg tror, det vi gør, det er, at vi når til New Game Plus, og så må vi se, om vi også har lyst til at tage den. Jeg synes, jeg allerede får nogle frame drops på min I vores til, hvis jeg dropper på mange frames. Så om jeg kan bringe min FPS ned. Nogle gange så er det den, der tager så mange kræfter. Kan jeg lave et maksimum på nu må vi se, om det virker det her. Det hakker bare helt vildt, synes jeg.
Look at this place. Home.
What did you need?
Hvad har vi? Jeg er også ved at have fyldt op her faktisk med ressourcer. Det er mit lille rumskib, som egentlig var rigtig godt. Men det er også ved at... Altså, det er et af de bedste rumskibe i starten. Men det kunne godt være, at det ville have set bedre dage nu her, fordi vi er ved at komme op i et level, hvor det måske skal opgraderes.
Maneuvering into position. And we are now in stable order. No matter how many times we jump, it never gets old.
Er det en rumstation eller hvad? I don't get it. Ah, det var den.
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint. Have something for you. Hard to believe this place is still intact. But the military is
Looking to
nothing
lodge a
if not
complaint?
resilient.
Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard. You're here for me? Did I miss a briefing or something?
Reginald Lace, I heard you might know him.
Orlaise. Doesn't ring a bell. Anything you can tell me about him? Seriously? Out here? Surprised they didn't send out a general notice he's in town. Though, I guess there's less a chance he bolts if they keep it hush. But I expect we would have heard something. Wait. The Warlock.
The what?
There's been rumor of a ship out there for years now. Doesn't respond to hails, never docks. More than a few amateur investigators have tried to find it. And at least 2 never came back. A theory is debris fields are plenty dangerous if you're not used to flying in them. But if you're suggesting it might not have been the fields that got them, well, I can give you the coordinates of the Warlock's last sighting. Can't think of a better spot your Orlaise might be hiding. Sure thing. Here. This should get you pointed in the right direction. Go get your man.
Vi vil virkelig jagte en mand, der hedder The Warlock.
Welcome home, folks.
You have my attention.
Men jeg vil råde jer til, hvis I går i gang med at spille her, brug fast travel systemet, hvis I ikke er ude og sige, at vi skal ud og udforske. Altså, I kan godt sige, at vi er ude og udforske, så lad mig gøre, så skal I selvfølgelig ikke bruge fast travel systemet. Hvis I ikke gør det, så gør det. Så er det bare brug det. Altså, det er rigtig, rigtig godt, og det sparer en del af de her. Det er fint. Nej, kom nu. Jeg har glemt styringen, guys, undskyld. Hvad er det, skal du så? To way Victus, okay. Så vi skal tilbage igen. Alpha Centauri. Altså, jeg tror, den her mission, faktisk, der questline, den bringer os ud på noget. Jeg tror sgu, den er alien-agtigt noget, så vidt jeg kan huske. Det er 100 år siden, undskyld, jeg har spillet det. Eller, det er det jo ikke. Det er 14 dage siden, jeg rigtig spillet det, men det glemmer man sgu hurtigt. Og nu vil jeg være en gammel brud, som jeg er.
Send some evidence ahead to the lawyer on Bulgaria.
Kigger godt nok på en meget hakken stream, synes jeg. Den er pis. Se hvad Nu ser vi på noget som helst. Nå ja, det er ham der, the mad scientist, der vi skulle snakke med.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some news for me
Hej William.
regarding Dr. Olays?
I did my part, not do yours.
Happily. But first I believe you owe me something. Your evidence. Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome.
Lækkert. Tror du bare kan købe det til dig, jo? Det kommer an på, hvad det for en laptop. Jeg tror ikke, det kræver så meget. Jeg kan lige gå ind og kigge på det her. William, jeg smider lige den der ind i chatten. Hvad skete der? Det er linket til Dette, efter Diver Steam-siden. Og der kan du se, hvis du går lidt ned i den, der kan du se, der vil du kunne se, hvad der er minimum krævet af af din computer, og så vil du se, at hvad det er recommended, altså hvad de anbefaler. Og det er jo ikke super meget. Intel Core i3 Dual Core, 8 GB RAM, et Nvidia GeForce 450, det er fandme lang tid siden, jeg har hørt om det. DirectX version 11, 10 GB RAM, eller 10 GB storage harddisk. Og så recommended, der har de Windows 10, Intel Core i5, 16 GB RAM, Nvidia GeForce GTX 750 Ti. Altså, de fleste kører de ikke, altså minimum i dag i forhold til de fleste laptops. Det er det ikke 1000 eller andet i hvert fald. Så jeg vil tro, at de fleste laptops til 4-5.000 kroner, de vil kunne køre det. Vil jeg tro. Så, men, og igen, jeg anbefaler ikke ting til folk, så det, men hvis jeg vil kigge, hvis jeg skulle ud og købe en laptop, så vil jeg kigge efter de her gaming laptops, fordi de har, det er dem, hvor de ligesom har, kan man sige, fokus på for eksempel grafikkortet. Så, og det er de fleste gamere, de vil kigge efter. Så.
Military Model A. Yes. Specifically customized for the needs of the xenomorphs team during the colony war. A powerful resource, if you can recover him. I dedicated my life to the United Colonies. Every effort of my being to their protection. I even gave them my heirs. Even if my circumstances have changed. My purpose is not.
Det er meget Hannibal Lecter, den er inde i det der glasbur.
Of course. We're protecting the galaxy, Captain. We'll need every tool at our disposal.
Men William, husk selvfølgelig, jeg ved ikke, det ved du sikkert godt, men det skal være en laptop, vi taler om, en bærbar, vi taler ikke om en Chromebook. Så jeg tror sgu ikke, nogen af de Chromebooks, der kan køre ret meget anden bare Google. Og det er jo så set også det eneste, de skal. Så det er jo ikke en gamer-ting. Så det det er så vidt. Så vidt, William.
Checks out, I'm good to go. Let's see what this world has in store for us.
Hey, dude.
Captain, welcome back. Was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen?
Feels good, Major.
It should. You risked life and limb to earn it.
I'm glad it makes you happy, Captain. Congratulations. We can work on the secret handshake later.
But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terramorph data and, well, we're gonna need all the help we can get. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terramorphs. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them.
Kunne du se, William, det er jo ikke meget, det kræver, det spil. Og det er jo et eller andet sted, er det jo ikke fordi grafikken er helt vildt. Det er jo pixeleret grafik, så det er jo ikke, det kræver ikke ret meget af ens grafikkort. Og det er jo ligesom det der, grafikkortet er vel det der ligesom er det vigtigste den dag i dag. Så det er ikke et spil, der kræver ret meget. Selvfølgelig vil jeg, altså hvis det var mig, der skulle ud og købe en computer efter det, så vil jeg selvfølgelig kigge efter også en computer, Hvis jeg havde pengene til det, så vil jeg sige, at en computer, der skulle holde det i nogle år.
I lose you there?
I can help with the find you research team.
That'd be something, wouldn't? I'm sorry, are you? You're serious? You found our research team? That's incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser?
What is so special about the Kaiser?
Well, Kaiser's one of a kind. Special built for the sort of work we did. Dealing with unfriendly beasts in hostile environments. No other robot in the galaxy like him. So did you really manage to track him down?
Yeah.
That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff.
Yeah.
How? How exactly did you manage to find them?
Skal vi sige det til den, guys? Er der kommet til Nintendo Switch? Okay. Jeg vidste godt, det ville komme. Jeg var bare ikke sikker på, hvornår det kom. Hvis du har en Switch, så vil jeg da... Altså, hvis jeg vidste det, hvad jeg ved om spillet i dag, så havde jeg nok købt det på Switch i stedet for. Så det er absolut. Så, ja, hvis du kører på Switchen, så kan det også... kan det jo nærmest køre på nyere telefoner i dag, uden problemer.
Something wrong?
Så det var ikke flamt som Switchen, det er bare fordi hardwaren, der var, altså allerede dengang den udkom, så var den ikke det vildeste i forhold til de andre konsoller. Jeg er virkelig glad for min Switch, det er ikke det. Skal vi sige det her til den? ...26.10. Okay, yes.
That's not funny. Seriously, how'd you find them? No. That's insane.
Var det en dårlig idé?
He died. They executed him. They faked his death. My entire
Men demoen kan jeg spille nu, ja. Yes. Så synes jeg, du skal prøve demoen i hvert fald. Prøv at se, om det er dig.
He's what? An advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive?
Fuck, hun er sur nu.
Oh, they certainly picked an expert, didn't they?
They Victus, the war criminal, is still alive. The UC had to be in on it. There's no other possibility, is there? What a damn nightmare.
I guess it makes sense, though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Victus in command.
Det er faktisk det eneste,
Why would they get rid
jeg
of
vil...
him?
Altså, når vi snakker om anbefalinger, som jeg jo ikke vil give, fordi vi kommer jo alle sammen fra forskellige baggrunde, kan man sige, og forskellige fordømmelseskriterier. Men det eneste, jeg egentlig vil anbefale, det er, at hvis der er et spil, du har siddet og kigget på, og de har en demo, eller en eller anden form, hvor du kan prøve det, inden du spiller det, eller inden du køber det, så vil jeg anbefale det. Fordi det er altid godt lige at prøve at se, om det virkelig er dig. Fordi jeg har set nogle spil på Steam, som jeg har købt, så jeg tænkte, hold kæft, det ser fedt ud. Så var det bare ikke mig alligevel. Og så er det lidt ærgerligt. Især hvis du har brugt over en time på spillet, for så kan du ikke refund det. The creepy silicon. Look, I'm sorry, even people are willing to ignore a lot.
You can't expect to... Exactly. Because the UC, they did a lot of terrible things for that man. But even knowing they did, knowing that they kept him alive all this time, you know what I feel right now? It's hope. I had no one when I was outside the UC. No Red Devils, no family. But that old world, where I was no one and my father mattered, that's gone. Thanks to what you and I have done, I have a place again. A purpose. but it's finally one I can be proud of. You and we're getting to change what the UC stands for. So I don't care if Victus is alive or dead. He can rot for all I care. We're the ones who are making the settled systems and the UC better. I refuse to let that man define my entire life. Not anymore. Because there's nothing we can do about past choices. What we can do is try and make the right ones now. So, let's get back to the business at hand.
Lad os godt det.
Now, my father just handing over the information on the research team and Kaiser out of the clear blue, I can't say I trust it. But if he has something to gain from helping us prevent terramorph attacks, I'm not seeing it. So while you'll absolutely want to be cautious, what would you think about trying to bring back Kaiser? I think it's the right call. But if Kaiser has been out wandering on his own for all this time, you're gonna need a couple things.
What? Vi skal også have klaret Barretts mission. Det er jo et Bethesda-spil, så når du når til den punkt med de her dine kammerater eller dine party members der, så kan du jo tage på deres missioner. Så den ene var faktisk ret fed. Den vi har prøvet med Samco, hedder det ikke det, tror jeg nok, det var ham der kobolderen. Der var faktisk ret fed. Der glitchede godt nok i slut. Men det er jo sådan der.
Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis.
Nos belli machinis.
Where exactly is the old machine? A battlefield. On Nira? Ugh, sheesh. No wonder no one's found him. That sector of Nira was destination number 1 for xenoweapons during the war.
Så der er aliens der.
Add to that
Fedt, man.
general environmental
Det bliver en god dag, det her. Det kan jeg allerede mærke.
Lawlessness that comes with any Freestar world. And that planet's got more than enough ways to make a visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel.
Okay.
As good a place to start as any.
Why is Kaiser so valuable to stopping the terramorphs?
Kaiser lets us do field work with a level of precision that there's really no other way to accomplish. More than a few of the options we're looking into. Detectors to uncover the terramorph transmission method, or crafting a targeted biological agent. They require highly specific materials to test against. And asking a group of Marines to accompany us for that kind of work, well, it usually ended up with ruined samples and wounded teammates. The Colony War saw a lot of hard fighting, but Nira got it the worst. Everything the Freestar Collective and UC could muster, ground troops, xenoweapons, mechs, was hurled into the fray. Both sides hoped something would decisively turn the tide, but it never did. When the war finally ended, swaths of that world were so devastated they were effectively abandoned. So what Kaiser's doing there of all places, I can only guess at. And I'll make sure we're ready to put him to use as soon as you've got him.
Jeg har en rigtig dårlig fornemmelse af det her, guys. Jesus Christ. Wait, what? I don't get it. Kan jeg ikke rejse her til?
Hey, you might want this.
One of the worst battles from the colony wars took place here.
Måske lige skulle gennemrejes. Jeg kan simpelthen ikke huske, hvad deres weakness er, de der aliens der. Jeg ved ikke engang, om det er her. Hey dude. I come in peace. Okay, du vil ikke snakke. Kan jeg gå hen her uden at blive dræbt? Når du færdig spørger, kan du spille Pokémon Scarlet Violet? Nej, ikke på stream. Det er selvfølgelig fordi mit game capture card, som man skal bruges til at få data over for switchen over til PC'en, så det kan streame det. Det er simpelthen for dårligt, det jeg har, og jeg har sgu ikke lige råd til at gå ud og opgradere det. Jeg fik lige nu her. Så det bliver engang til januar. Okay, de har en hel by her nærmest. Men når jeg får opgraderet min computer, så så er en af de ting, jeg skal have fat i, det er et game capture card. Internt. Så det er koblet direkte op til motherboardet, så det går hurtigere. Så så er der rig mulighed for, at jeg kan få spillet noget, også noget Switch-spil. Så vil jeg da gerne se på det der på det tidspunkt.
Hey! New model on the floor. Welcome to the one of a kind. Refuge and rest home for the hardest scrappers anywhere. Name's Jill. Proprietor. So formal. The pleasure's all mine, my good man. Angelo Alonso, at your service. You can call me Jill. Can I get you started on a tab, then? Or you here to try and make your fortune in the fields? I'm happy to take your credits however you want to hike them over. Kaiser? No bot around here with that tag. Oh, unless you mean Captain Ahab? At least that's what we've all been calling him. No clue what his actual designation is, since he's got some sort of security protocol that prevents inquiries and general chit-chat. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's been out there a while now, hunting this one siren, his white whale. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab, though. Maybe he finally got the thing. Or it got him. Well, all
Captain
right.
Ahab.
So, sounds like
Ja,
you
ja.
got two options.
Hånden op for dem, der
You
kan finde ud af, eller sige, hvor den reference kommer
Hunting your
fra.
bot. Little old white whale of your very own. Maybe you find him. Maybe you get yourself killed. But knowing this rock is part of what we do here. So if you want to find him a whole lot faster, I'll sell you what I know about this. Kaiser's location. Going rate's a little steep, but I'm willing to negotiate. I'm listening.
3.
Yeah, sure. I'm not scared.
Hvorfor går den op?
This is what you call negotiating? Maybe I could make an exception. Okay. You made your point. I'll give you a discount. Pleasure doing business with you. So, last anyone heard of him, he was out near the Syracuse. Shipwreck about a quarter click down the main strip. One of my roughnecks said he heard some kind of beacon. Just keep your ears open. You should find your machine.
Ja, det er spændende, man ved, hvad fanden er det for noget what?
Sirens and ecliptic out there, and neither takes prisoners. Oh, and corpse retrieval is not included in this transaction, so now you know.
Tak
Give
for
Ahab
det,
a
Jal.
Kaiser, our best.
This place used to be a repair facility.
Nå, spændende. Skal vi møde Ahab eller Kaiser? Han har nogle vilde navne, nogle what her. Gør de på samme ammunition? Det gør de sgu nok. Det gør de. Jesus Christ, mand. Jeg håber ikke, den bliver levende lige pludselig. Så er vi fugt. Guys. Okay, her er det virkelig et fest. Jesus Kristus. Hvad er det skyder? Hvad er det skyder efter os? Er det Kaiser? Hvad skal vi? Nå, jeg skal... Guys, vi kæmper lige før vi snakker om Kaiser. Captain Ahab, I presume. Nos belli machinis. Machinis.
Controls unlocked. Attempting to resume. Attempting to error.
Jeg synes, at lige det Halo, altså, det gør det også meget. Det føles også meget til at spille Halo, faktisk.
on Gagarin for sure. But I know that's
Done everything that we can do for Urban.
Hvad sagde skidt der Barrett der? Du stod lige pludselig inde på. Goddammit. Hey dude.
Get you something?
So you might have microcells.
Ah, so that's where your machine's been. Ran out of juice. Heat leeches, wasn't it? Those little stowaways are everywhere on this rock. Suck the power out of a pen light if you let them. But a microcell, that's military-grade tech. I think we might have one, but I can promise you, it's not going to be cheap.
Selvfølgelig.
You could probably Frankenstein one together using our fabrication system here, but only if you had some quality schematics. So, I just brace for a little sticker shock. Here's what I've got.
Microcells. $11.704 koster det. Det var dyrt.
Careful in the field, short-termer. Plenty of bodies out there that didn't come with the war.
shame we couldn't have safer nets. The technology could have been.
Kan vi fast travel egentlig? What?
Time to shine.
Hvad, hvorfor er du ikke i beskyttelsesdragt, bro? Og den er lidt mere effektiv, hva'?
Moving on.
Se, det her hoppesystem her, der, hvor der ikke er det der low gravity, der er det meget Halo-agtigt at spille det. Okay.
Battery accepted.
Det var dejligt.
Operational power levels restored. Analyzing. Residual damage detected. Impact shielding. Visual systems. Damage within acceptable limits. Thank you for your aid. I must resume my mission. Please step
Nå, ja, han jagtede
aside.
i den der siren.
Weapon disarmament. High risk. So I will ask you to stand aside. Major Sanan will have to wait. I cannot leave my mission. Although previous attempts to disarm the weapon have been unsuccessful, additional support may allow me to complete my active mission more quickly, allowing me to leave this place. Excellent. We must disarm Unit XW99. Designation Siren. Nearest final xeno-weapon.
Ah, fuck.
Are
Inægelig.
you ready to proceed to the mission site?
Kaiser, I think you're on the fritz. You're not seriously suggesting we fight an actual xeno weapon.
I am suggesting precisely that. I have thus far been
Jeg vidste, det blev en dårlig mand af det her. Det vidste jeg.
99 myself. Support, however, may allow success. Follow me.
We fucking doomed, guys.
So wild that now, after all these years, this uncrewed, nearly destroyed ship is still dangerous.
Vi gemmer. Artif. Hvorfor gjorde vi ikke det før? Motherfuckers. What? Men hey, jeg har fået en mech på min side. Det er altid nice. Så har man været igennem alle de monster, der er her. I det område her. Wow, det hakker mit spil.
Ecliptic scrounging for mech parts in this heat is not what I wanted to see today.
Det der er det.
People, look for the pile of junk. Never fails.
I am detecting Unit 99, but there is a complication.
Oh no.
Unit 99 is on the other side of that reach, but it appears to be under the control of hostile forces. Sensors suggest Ecliptic, a mercenary company like Ecliptic, would only want Unit 99 to utilize it as a weapon. This means Unit 99 must be disarmed immediately. Standard procedure would be a frontal assault on the outpost. No quarter given. Do you concur?
YOLO!
Ecliptic isn't going to back down, but neither are we.
Moving out. Search protocols triggered. Beginning the scan. Target confirmed. Kill protocols engaged.
Enough. Let's see if this thing still fights. Release the weapon.
What the fuck er det her for noget? Nu glemmer jeg helt, hvad kontrollen er for, hvad hedder det, for health. Okay. Nu skal jeg lige få det. For jeg er der ved at... Der. Det var på en hotbar. Jesus Christ, mand. Level 42. Motherfucks, mand. Barren står bare sådan. Som om der er intet. Skifter. Til... Sparker han til røv, selvom det ikke lyder til at gøre ret meget. Den her. Det lyder bare sådan. Piu. Og det giver godt nok nogle gas.
Well, they don't need it now.
Jeg skal bare alt mit ammo. Det var dejligt. Hey, min ven. Er der loot? Der er loot. Nå, jeg kan ikke gå. What the fuck? 5.000. Hej Jimmy. Godt.
Unit 99 service is now complete.
Kan du godt hjælpe os?
Continues. Our work here is finished. Now, what is this mission you spoke of? Major Sanan is involved.
Hayden and I want your help preventing the possible plague of xenomorphs attacks.
A plague of xenomorph attacks. That is disconcerting. You are docked at one of a kind. I will meet you there.
Hvad? Hvad jeg fik der? Truppeværelse. $150 skade. Hvad er det, jeg har? $76. Og det kan vi godt bruge. Nå, det var det. Jesus Christ, man. Ham der... Det er alien. Skal vi se, om den har noget på sig? Vi kan bruge.
This isn't for some wild alien pie recipe, is it?
Kæft, han er grim. Hvad? Nå. Cool.
I have something for you.
Ready for liftoff.
Nå, sådan helt rigtig ud af fange hunden. Jesus Christ, det forstod jeg ikke lige sådan. Spørg mig igen, når i morgen er overstået. Det bliver et år ældre. Nice. Tillykke med det i morgen, Jimmy. Jeg går ikke lige på stream i morgen, men tillykke med det. Der skulle jeg ikke hen. Jeg skulle herhen. Og så skal vi til Red Devils. Okay. Og for satan. Ja.
I can't believe it.
Det var godt, du fandt den igen.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Vi ses, William.
We'll give you the full story.
Jeg glæder mig til at høre noget mere om, du kan lide Date Diver.
Where are we going?
Londinium.
Londinium. Doctor, I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with. So the problem we're up against is vast.
9.000
Terramorphs, they can be
10.000 credits.
anywhere.
Dejligt.
Meaning us
Dejligt.
finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on. I'll walk you through what we're thinking. You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats terramorphs, the Asiles?
Det var godt, William. Det var godt. Så vi er bange for xenomorphs. De kommer og dræber en hel verden. Men så har vi lige fået noget, der er endnu værre end det. Men det skal vi til at bruge. Og effing klogt lyder det. Undskyld, jeg siger det. Det lyder altså ikke særlig logisk. Det gør jeg ikke. Nu kæft, mand. Godt, når først ser, at jeg har fundet hende, så det er mest bare naboerne, der får forsøg. Okay. Det er altid godt, du fik hende igen. Fandt hende igen. Det... wait, there's a thing that eats xenomorphs.
But as a no then, yes, there are. Apparently the Asiles were bloodhounds for terramorphs. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the colony war, the Asiles were chosen to fill in the gaps. We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens. As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course, using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using, well, using some of the same technologies that were used to create me. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asiles' hunting skills to track down the terramorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity
spread them. Det er så bare mit spørgsmål. Ingen spørgsmål. Er den tam?
Definitively.
Using aliens to our end sounds like the xenomorphs team all over again. Are these aces things dangerous?
If you pick a fight with one, or you're a terramorph, sure. But Asiles were already spread across the galaxy once before during the colony war. As livestock.
Jeg tror,
Far
den
less
næste
of a
der er
danger than the one we're proposing to clean up.
Okay. Sådan. Yes.
All our data suggests so. Asiles, they're impressive hunters. The few tests we've been able to run, well, they more than got the job done. They're also shockingly adaptable. The data suggests they're able to thrive just about anywhere, and we plan to selectively breed them so they can hunt terramorphs wherever they're hiding. which is important because we did some cross-referencing in the terramorph data. On worlds where Aseles were present, terramorphs weren't. This suggests that however it is terramorphs are getting onto our worlds, Aseles are somehow cleaning that up as well. These creatures are good at what they do. I suppose that's a fair comparison. Except that this time, we'd be protecting human lives, not ending them. Now, there is another option for removing the terramorphs from our worlds. It's faster, maybe even more efficient, but riskier. A microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with terramorph DNA for us, which would include morphs, and we expect their transmission.
Så det...
It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to it when it comes to sheer efficiency. Not even the Aseles.
At bruge monstre, eller så er det at bruge kemisk krig. Altså det, I don't know. Det er bare... kommer bare med alle de gode ting, jeg skal vælge imellem her. Altså, kemisk krigsførsel, det har jeg aldrig som.
Still with us?
Ja, det skal jeg overveje. Tyver har altid fundet som naboen har set mig, og hun ofte. Ja, det er jo godt nok. Så det er jo ligesom mine naboer, de har også de har hund, som jeg passer nogle gange. Så vi kender også. Men nu er Huxi, som hunden hedder, han er sgu ikke lige den, der er den store udbryderkonge. Det vil jeg sige. Han går lidt bag i sin egen have, og så gør han lidt, hvis der sådan kommer nogen, han ikke har mødt før. Og så, når jeg passer ham, så er det faktisk det er faktisk simpelthen nok, det er, at vi sætter sådan et lille hønse net op. Så ved han, det er et hegn, der skal jeg ikke gå videre. Så har han sådan en del af min have, og så går han bare der rundt. Selvom han vil uden problemer, hvis han bare lige løb ind i det, så vil han uden problemer kunne komme igennem det, tror jeg. Fordi han er en stor hund, han vejer vel 30-35 kilo eller sådan noget lignende.
So, what are you thinking?
Det ved jeg sgu ikke. Jeg har meget, altså generelt personligt, så er jeg meget imod kemisk krigsførsel. Det er jeg virkelig. Så jeg synes, jeg er nødt til at gå med min samvittighed her i spillet, som jeg også gør hele tiden. Så det er fire with fire.
Certainly sounds like the lesser of two monsters. It means we're still dealing with monsters, though.
People have been making dragons.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Yeah.
There's been people. But the Aseles are a known quantity. We don't need to fear them. With either path, though, we're looking at a long-term commitment. Years of work. Even just getting these plans off the ground is going to take time. And all routes are going to require some highly specific materials to make things work. Terramorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Aseles gene samples we can use to rebuild their bloodlines. Or sharpen our
hvorfor de slapper Barrett det? Det forstår jeg da ikke.
Not the sort of things
han vil bare kemisk krigsførsel. Vi kan bare bruge Agent Orange over det hele.
One place in the known galaxy where we know we should be able to find all the materials we need. All paths lead to Londinium.
Så yes. Ja, sådan er det. Jamen, husk, han er sådan, han er ikke doven. Nogle gange, så vil han bare sådan, der er han bare, der kan han godt lide at bare være for selv. Så gør han nogle gange af nogle hunde. For eksempel, dengang jeg passede min, han er jo meget ejerskab over for mig, så det, altså, vi har et rigtig godt forhold, husk og mig, tydeligvis, fordi jeg passer ham nogle gange. Men så var der et tidspunkt, hvor jeg passede min søster i hendes kærestehund. Hvad hedder det? Tyra hed hun. Hun er død nu her. Men der, det synes Huxi ikke om. Så når vi er ude og gå med Tyra, og Huxi var ude i haven, så gød han. Så bliver han til slu. Du skal ikke gå med min Bjarne. det. Ja, vi tager til Londinium. Det er der, hvor det er.
Exactly what I was hoping to hear. Now, the UC has a small operating base on Londinium's outskirts.
Ja, absolut.
We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander,
Altså,
Sarah Hatun, when we touch down.
det blev jo brugt, var det ikke, tror det var Perser, der brugte det første gang ved at kaste lige over til, når de belejrede en by. Så smed de lige over, over borgmurene.
They'll have anti-xeno gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your favorite arms on hand.
Kan vi købe nye gear? Hey dude.
I appreciate your research, but
This goddamn planet. You romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough. But I forgot what a dust-crusted pit was.
Ja, det er da fucking. Ja, absolut. Så det...
What do you need?
In heaven.
Oh, that's you then. I was informed we might be working together.
Det var biologisk krigsforståelse. Selvfølgelig.
Really got into the thick of it back in New Atlantis. My sister's kids live in the city. So, thank you for what you did there.
Hvad gjorde jeg? I hope your family was all right.
Yeah, they...
Nå, det var, ja, okay,
One
yes,
science division,
jeg forstår.
others an
Yes.
artist. Effectively useless human beings that would have had no reason to be
Useless human beings, okay.
Still, would hate to see anything happen to him.
Han er da en rigtig hyggelig fyr, ham er
What was it
duden.
you needed? Don't worry, I'll handle the paperwork.
Hvad har han våben? 43 laser rifle sniper. Det kunne godt være. Jeg har en mistanke om, at de der dyr der, de er jo lidt mere modtagelige over for microgun. Okay. Fire rate 350. Så det kan godt være, at damage ikke ser så vildt ud. Men jeg tror, at dens DPS, der er bare vanvittig, koster også 12.000. Breach. Modified. Er det rangen, der er mere? Ja, det er det. Range på 62. 62. Den har højere accuracy. Det er sjovt, at det er faktisk ret at se det, at de her, at det er flere forskellige. I don't know, guys. Altså, vi kan altid... Vi kan altid reloade. Altså, vi har jo en lasergun. Det er den der Equinox, ikke? Så... Er det ikke? Lasergun. Electromagnetic beams. Var det ikke bare dem, der slog folk ud? Det kunne godt være, vi skulle have noget andet.
Military grade hardware. Everything up to spec.
Koster 10.000. Og den der makrogrund, den er bare, synes de pokkers styre, og så vejer de pokkers meget. Ammo, 3 kV laser. Okay. Skal snyde hvad? Cutter. Vi skal ud på den der. Det er fint. Det er det, vi gør.
But I can't say I'm less worried.
Something for you.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Alright, we're done. You're cleared to land at New Atlantis.
I'm glad we are meeting with Commander Haytom.
Let me check my logs. All right, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
Fuck min verden, mand.
Site is clear. Descent started.
Det bliver en lortemission, det her græs, tror jeg. Fordi de har en robothund, som... Der er allerede patruljører der udenfor. Hey, dude. Oh, fucking hell, man. Hey, dude.
I pride myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team, then, I presume. Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser.
Captain Frester first, UC Vanguard, you expected me.
Vanguard, eh? Brief said you were a eclectic group. You must have really shined out on the fringe to get assigned a task like this. Ah, then this must be the rest of your outfit.
Commander Hatum,
No need for introductions, Major Sanon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you, as does the urgency of your mission, so I'll get to it. Now, Londinian is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's for good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Xenomorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sanon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes, except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming.
Tak.
Do we understand each other?
Clearly.
Precisely. I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there, Captain. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Assisi plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field. All right. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
Men for helvede. Gear op. Tak, 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 tak. Ammo.
What?
Yeah, but... He's fuck yeah,
Leave a
guys.
few things here and make a second trip.
Heard you're going out there willingly. Damn.
Excuse me.
I'm behind. So, all is good.
Can't chat right now.
Pardon?
Transfer complete. Those codes will allow you to temporarily restore power to most facilities in the city.
let's get this show on the road.
Hvor jeg spørger, hakker jeg stream eller hvad? Så må jeg sige til. Eller var det mit internet, der er langt crappy?
Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your end?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now.
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
Alright. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
Initiating enemy search. Be advised, possible threat detected.
Shit. These things are all dominated. Clean them out and keep an eye out for the morph controlling them.
Motherfucker, jeg kommer til at få rigtig meget ammo her. Godt, der har vi en lille Beowulf med. Er jeg glitchet eller ham der? Åbenbart ikke.
Hostile lost. Scanning.
Det er kun 19. Fuck, der er meget skjold. Okay, det er ikke ret meget. Simulation. Der er lidt mere. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ! Kan det lige på sådan vetter nu? Det gjorde han sikkert. What the fuck? Kan du ikke lige dø? Undskyld. Det var spændende.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Jeg er bare ikke... det har jeg måske. Hvor er Barretton? Oh, Barrett! My dude.
If you want to head to Gagarin, not a problem. Let's see if I have space.
Hvad har du? Du har rigeligt. Packs. Weapons. Kan jeg få min gamle sniper-rifle? Det kan også være. Det kan også være.
I hope the lawyer on Gagarin has time to review the case before we arrive.
Okay. Motherfucker. Jeg tror også lige, vi tager et hard til her, guys.
Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
Hey dude, what's up?
Samples secure.
Nice work. Now, earlier scan picked up a valid terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
You got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Skal vi ned i nogle tunneler? Nogle klamme tunneler. Det bliver bare bedre og bedre, den der her.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinian. Real marvel. All these leeches. What's keeping you things alive? Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening? Captain, have you seen this?
Vi er så fucked, guys.
The heat leeches are terramorphs.
So, by consuming the Lazarus plant, they metamorphose into terramorphs? Fascinating. And also terrifying, obviously.
You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a terramorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terramorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terramorphs move between planets. What are heat leeches? They're one of the most successful pests in the known universe. Tough as titanium, they sneak onto planets by hiding in ship engines, build nests on anything that puts out warmth, animate or otherwise, and make more leeches. But I guess what they're actually doing with all that energy they've been siphoning is fueling one hell of a transformation. Which explains how something as big as a terramorph has been spreading between worlds with no one noticing. Until now.
Så basically, det er rumkakerlakker, der så udvikler sig til nogle kæmpe store runde monstre. Tak.
Pretty major is right. But if what we just saw, if that's possible, the Lazarus plant, it's clearly an accelerant for the terramorph, a heat leech transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a terramorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, does this... Could someone have set that up?
Given that what we just witnessed, I'm certainly plausible.
But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
We may proceed.
Go!
Deploying lethal countermeasures.
Percival, Kaiser's got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploaded them myself.
Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here?
I think it means the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attack on New Atlantis.
Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks.
Det er loud.
Oh boy. So we're talking a whole new extra scary kind of weapon here, aren't we?
Deploying alien life forms isn't exactly new, but I've never heard of one that could pull off something like this. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test, someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis would be a success.
And the timing of that one. It couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the Terramorphs. These attacks. I think someone planned them to set all this in motion. They certainly were.
Men hvad fanden er det der ved angreb nu i Atlantis? Så jeg ved godt, der de der free colonies der, de skulle ikke sindssygt.
And why?
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more Terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way. Sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
Okay, help. Hvis det er de der free colonies der, så er vi godt nok beskuffet. Det er godt, de er ved det krig mod hinanden, de to her, men det bliver sådan sygt. Damn.
An invisible weapon. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk.
Collect the recording order der her. Okay. Spændende.
about the Lazarus plant and the xenomorphs and all this a secret, didn't he? You heard that recording. He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. Condemned this whole city to death. He's
Damn. Altså, han er morder, jo. Altså, det... Men... Er der for nogle formidlede omstændigheder, skulle jeg til at sige? Det var det vildeste våben, det her, at bruge.
Maybe that was how it started. But he killed his own soldiers, people who trusted him.
Yeah.
This isn't a trolley problem here. It's just murder.
a calculated loss. These soldiers for the rest of the galaxy. That sounds exactly like what my father would do. But it doesn't. It can't justify slaughter. But if the plant was used to trigger the attacks, could Faye Victus have been involved in the massacre on New Atlantis?
Hvad fanden skulle den kunne være det?
And there's no one he's in contact with that could help him on the outside? He got a hold of you, didn't he?
Can't really expect to keep a wolf on a leash.
But I guess we're not getting any more answers right now. Come on, let's go get that last sample.
Overvej lige at finde ud af, at sin far han er massemorder. It moved. Motherfucker.
Eyes peeled.
Åh, sådan et dejligt stort område, hvor du kunne løbe rundt omkring. Jeg tænker brystkamper. Jeg tænker også, jeg gemmer. Så jeg kan på den komme op i jorden nu her. Siger hej. Here's Johnny. Skyd den, dude. Jeg er startet, dude. Hvorfor angriber den mig? Dude, the fuck. Vi skal bare skyde på den her dude. Åh, hvor klap det her, mand! Hvor er det nasty, det her, dude! Fuck that better, bro.
I guess we should grab that sample while we can.
Der fik jeg lige the chills. Nice. Hvad sker der?
Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Kaiser, get over here.
Final sample secured.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
Jesus Christ. Jeg er lidt spændt på, hvad ham der er det vigtigste, han har at sige. Kæft, det er fed. Det er en fed questline, det her. Virkelig fed. Jeg vidste jo, det blev aliens, ikke? Det var sådan lidt aliensagtigt, men hvordan de så drejer den, og sådan historien, den bliver, det er virkelig, virkelig fedt. Hvor skal han? Hvordan kommer vi op? Her.
Jetpacks are the more traditional solution.
Op her måske? I don't know. Deroppe.
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. But it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion.
Shoot it. Kaiser's got all the samples in his storage.
Best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Faye Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that. Captain, he needs to know. Faye Victus is alive, which means he could have been involved in the attacks.
Alive? He's... Faye Victus? That can't be true, right?
Unfortunately for us all, yes, it's true.
So that means we have a suspect.
I believe that's exactly what that means. Look, Captain, Percival and I, we need to get these samples back to the lab ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terramorphs. But Ve Victus is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? See if you can get him to cough up anything he might know.
You really think it was him?
Plenty of people out there with grudges against the UC, but he's the only one we know had any knowledge of the Lazarus plant. So right now, it's the only option we've got. Will you do it?
I'll do what I can. He's not exactly trustworthy source.
Whatever you can turn up is more than we have now. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered here. Best of luck, Captain. And thank you for dealing with him.
12.000 creds. Ja tak. Men Jesus Christus, jeg håber vi er færdige med de aliens der. De var godt nok klamme. Så tror jeg, der kommer en overtagelses-challenge her måske. Det kunne jeg godt tro. Har jeg nogle condition på mig? Frostbite. Har jeg noget, der kan hjælpe på det? 8, er det ikke? Skal vi se. Jeg mangler 3 speed chances. Okay. Jeg kan ikke rigtig gøre noget der. Lige meget. Det er helt godt, lad os lide deres system her. Må jeg indrømme. Med at man ikke bare kan køre ned her, og så lige med det samme. Du vil faktisk blive nødt til at klare nogle challenges, før du kan rank op i de her forskellige ting. Så det synes jeg er ret fedt faktisk. Så der er nogle af dem, hvordan den måde du klarer det på, det føles ret grindy, kan man sige. Men sådan er det jo. Det er et Bethesda-spil. Så. Så skal vi have snakket med Ve Victus. Hvad er det her elevator hernede? Se hvad han har at sige. Jeg er spændt på at høre hvad han prøver at fortælle os. Lucy? You got some explaining to do, Lucy.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
Ja, det må man godt sige. Oh, we did. And a whole lot more.
Good news, then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Plenty still to be done in defeating the xenomorphs, no?
We found a recording of you discussing the use of xenomorphs as a weapon.
Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us. You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I, figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian, learning to synthesize it, use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Ja, det faldt mig lidt ind. No better way to show the use it than a digital in the heaven.
Not a bad thought. But no.
About him.
Attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
You said it took you years to produce the plant, so didn't you killed them for nothing?
Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. So I did what was required. I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
So you murdered UC citizens because of some slight against your honor?
There are no heroes without a villain. I simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome one and become the other. And we all benefited. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday. Something befitting the dedication to the colonies you two have shown. While, of course, they can't give you a command, responsibility like that has to be earned. The Cabinet does have access to considerable resources. I expect you'll be quite pleased with the result. And none of it would have happened without my intervention. You're being honored only because I arranged the situations where it could happen. Grateful. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the xenomorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together. Well, I do hope you'll keep the larger perspective in mind, Captain. We've done something great here. Let's not squander the opportunity to do more.
Det ved jeg sgu ikke, det her, guys. Men altså eller ikke sidste ende. Det var egentlig ham, der havde... Der også havde lavet det, var det ikke. Det var ham, der havde stået for det hele. Så et eller andet sted, så er det han jo bare... Prøver han bare at redde sit liv.
Hey, you might want this.
Fuck. Altså, han er virkelig manipulativ motherfucker. Det vil jeg da gerne... I don't know. Kan høre helt, hun har sige.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the acyles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against xenomorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the Cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant? I knew it.
Jeg synes, du har fortjent at vide det.
I knew. Why? Did he say why he did it?
He said he was trying to fix the damage done to the Sander's name. Make you and him into heroes.
It takes some deeply twisted logic to think anything did more harm to the Sanan name than him.
He wanted his family's name to be respected again, so he decided to double down on being a monster. What a brilliant strategy.
Well, once we inform the cabinet, they can ensure he won't be able to do anything like this ever again.
Det ved hun virkelig. Says to consider the lives he helped save.
I'm sure he did. But he killed dozens of people. And I'm not about to let him get away with something like that. So I guess that gives us our final answer. Nothing left to do but head in and see what the cabinet thinks of it all. Unless there was more to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terramorphs.
Microbe is gonna make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
The cabinet can secure the Lazarus plant, and then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math. And a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0. So I guess we're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in. See if they have a preference. And here we go.
Do this quick, guys.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we
Men
were
Hadrian
in
siger så,
better
at du
circumstances.
bare vil se sin far dø, så det...
But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
Yes, that's correct, ma'am. It was deliberate attack.
My God.
An attack? Using terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
Orlays? Well, ma'am, it seems your report is incorrect. Francois Sanon was responsible for the attacks.
He did what?
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now that's quite the accusation your group is leveling. Seeing as Francois Sanon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
It just transformed. A terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this. And said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Victor sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately. It's well past due. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again.
Det er faktisk...
As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns
Ja,
its true
det synes jeg, det er godt
Sound
nok
decision, Madam President.
kæmpe konflikt, om jeg skulle have valgt det her.
Tell the Freestar Collective. Wow. So they have another tool to utilize against us?
Så ikke bruger det mod hinanden,
I'm
bro.
in agreement. I fail to see the value here.
It demonstrates to the collective that UC isn't planning to secretly use this down the line.
Exactly. The factions need to remember that we're all
Tak,
just
Barrett.
people trying to live good lives. There shouldn't be sides when talking about the fate of humanity. Not unless those sides are delicious. You know what I mean?
That is an interesting idea. A grand gesture to further display this cabinet doesn't think like those of the past.
The observers on Mars have proven such a gesture can bear fruit.
So, you want us to make nice with the collective by sharing our state secrets?
No, I want us to display plainly the UC's actual intentions, that the plant will never be used as a weapon again.
That does sound worthwhile, Chief Kulkarni. Very well. We'll get the collectives. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps? The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the xenomorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation.
Jamen altså,
Major,
jeg tror på, at vi
We've been
kan...
having similar debates ourselves, but the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise.
Jeg tror ikke på
but we'd
kemisk
like to know your
krigsførsel på
take
nogen
on the
måder.
matter.
Men jeg vil fandme have det skidt, hvis Fido, altså de der æsles der, de ikke er tam, eller man ikke kan gøre dem så tam som muligt.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
A whole new species. All over the galaxy. Yeah, this is going to go great.
Yes, because we're going to make sure it does.
Order, please. And Major Sanan, Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
So long as I'm getting paid, I'm happy. Ej, tak.
You all have earned it. Now, There's much to be done. Major Sanan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts, spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named.
Jeg er lidt spændt på, hvad det giver.
On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Ja. Skal vi tale med Tuala? Se om han har ros til mig. Tuala. Eller det bare at sige, fuck you. Og han ikke heroppe. Hey, dude.
Well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain.
Thank you, Ben. It's an honor.
No need to thank me. You brought this on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
For a penthouse?
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up xenomorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you? Suppose that's true. Well, we can remedy that right now. Transferring that to you. Done. Report says ships at these coordinates fired on United Colonies craft. You're cleared to use lethal force if necessary. Sounds like we're clearing out a snake nest this time. Maroon Zealot.
Det der tager vi så lige først.
So be ready for a real scrap. Good hunting, Captain.
Tak. Har fået et penthouse. Nej, men lidt. Det var da forkert, det der. Housewarming, ja! Yeah! Housewarming. Nå, okay. Nå, det var fordi den forkerte quest, jeg taget.
Bobby mentioned he met you.
I believe the UC just bought us off.
Det er spændt på det her. Og jeg får mit penthouse lejlighed. Really nice. Hey, dude.
Never a better time than right now to settle down and make New Atlantis home. If you're a citizen, of course.
Det er lige blevet.
Well, if it isn't the United Colony's newest Class 1 citizen, you've made quite a name for yourself in New Atlantis. In fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for your dedicated service by giving you one of the nicest pieces of real estate in the city. It's a premium penthouse at the top of Mercury Tower. Best location in New Atlantis, in my professional opinion. What do you say? It'll just take a second to get you registered as the owner. Great! You're in for a real treat. It's one of my favorite apartments in the city. Okay, you're all set. Your new home's located in Mercury Tower in the residential district. You'll love the place. It has a gorgeous floor plan and an unbeatable view of the city. Now that you're an owner, I'm sure I'll be seeing you around town.
Oh, hell yeah. Og skal jeg tage når jeg skal til Commercial District. Det er master. Jeg er egentlig overkommer til noget. Nej. Det var i dårlig form. Se hvad... Var det ikke en? Det føles lidt som grind, den her, hvad hedder det, rig, den her evne op, vil jeg sige. Der er meget få gange, jeg kommer over og være helt rød. Det vil jeg så lige gøre. Som jeg egentlig ikke forstår, fordi jeg har jo basically ikke nogen ilt. Så den grinder vi lige lidt her. Lad nu her med det der. Kan vi lige give ham lidt luft. Vi kunne lige se, mens vi... Jeg tror, så kan være, at vi mangler vi... Så skal vi gå i gang med Crimson Fleet næste gang. Og jeg vil tænke, at de her Vanguard-missioner, nu er det jo bare... der tænker jeg sådan set, det bare er, hvad hedder det... De er open world-aktiviteter. Vil jeg tro. Så jeg tror, at vi er færdige med Vanguard, hvad hedder det... questline. Det var fed. Kæft, der var ro, den der. Det er en af de bedste questlines, jeg synes, i længere tid, jeg har prøvet. Og du behøver ikke engang at tage den. Men det er bare ærgerligt, altså, hvis I starter på det spil her, guys, girls, så vil jeg sige, tag de her factions, tag dem. Det er virkelig, virkelig, der er altså virkelig en god historie blandt. Yeah! ...50 gange. Det venter vi lige på græs. Det kan godt være, at jeg gør det off-stream, hvor jeg bare løber rundt frem og tilbage 50 gange. Yeah! Fucking nice. Hvad er det her? Er det bare mad? Det er til mad, eller hvor der er noget? Toilettet. Bad. Hvad har vi her? Fucking nice. Rimelig nice. Master bathroom. Jeg kan vaske tøj. Det er så dejligt. Alright, guys. Det var det for... Jeg mangler nogle møbler, ja. Det gør jeg. Det var det for denne omgang. Tak fordi I så med. Jimmy og William. Tak fordi I lige så hej i chatten. Tak fordi dem, der kom og lykkede på streamen. Det var rigtig, rigtig hyggeligt, det her. Godt at komme i gang igen. Sådan, det var jeg også. Det streamede også et par gange i sidste uge, men nu er jeg tilbage sådan forhåbentlig til noget mere fast schema. Jimmy, tak fordi du kom forbi. Ja, så må vi jo bare se, om det ikke kommer til at køre rigtig fint her. I hvert fald håber jeg, at oktober det bliver lidt mere stabil, hvor jeg ikke skal så meget. Jeg synes godt nok, at jeg havde travlt de sidste 14 dage. Så det, men jeg håber da, at jeg er tilbage. På onsdag, så hedder den Cyberpunk, og det hedder det også på torsdag. Så tager vi forhåbentlig noget Starfield en gang i weekenden. Og så, ja, så må vi se, hvad der ellers sker. Jeg vil gerne genoptage min chill streams, som jeg også siger til jer. Hvis jeg har nogle forslag, så vil altså hvor vi ser på et eller andet spil, eller spiller et eller andet spil, eller så kunne ideen være, at vi tager den sådan søndag. Fordi, som sagt, når jeg siger, at jeg gerne vil få et fokus på 1 eller 2 spil, så er det ikke nødvendigvis, at det er kun de 2 spil, vi spiller lige præcis de her kommende uger. Men det er dem, jeg vil sådan have hovedfokus på. Og så vil det være, så kunne vi tage sådan en søndag der, hvor vi siger, jamen, der skal vi ikke så meget, og lige hygge lidt med et eller andet spil, så kunne det være det. Så hvis vi spiller lidt, hvis vi chiller lidt, slapper af, sætter roligt chill stream på søndag, så bliver det nok Moonstone Island, som jeg er i gang med også, off-stream, og det er en blanding af Pokémon, det er deckbuilder også faktisk, hvor mærkeligt det lyder, og så er det også et Stardew Valley-isk spil, farmerspil. Så det er meget afslappende, så rigtig, rigtig hyggeligt. Så, men det er ikke noget, I kommer jo ikke til at se det fra starten af, så det bliver bare sådan en søndag, hvor vi måske drikker en kop kaffe, og så sidder og slapper af, og så gør klar til den kommende uge, ikke? Men ellers, som sagt, onsdag, Cyberpunk 2077. Og så håber jeg selvfølgelig, hvis vi ikke ses onsdag, at vi ses en anden god gang.
You can't wait on their affirmation. You can't wait on their approval. You can't wait on their support. Sometimes you just got to run and look behind you and say, everybody who wants to run, run, but I can't stop running because you're not running with me. Listen to me, hear me. You can't stop chasing your dream just because somebody in your life won't chase it with you. You can't stop believing in yourself just because somebody in your life won't believe in you. You can't stop chasing the dreams of your life just because when you do it, you're